let's get back busy on our crazy quilt. I have all these are here straps put on, but I do not have it on the last one. I have 2 sheets that are twins, but they are different colors, and I'm going to do one color, one another, and so forth. So, when I get back, then I'll show you how I'm going to cut the corners off and how I'm going to do everything else. So I'll be back in a moment. I have these flat pins, and I have them 1 through 5 on there. This is going to be my top. So when I go to put them together, I want to make sure that all of them are at the top, because this is what I'm going to have to go by. Okay, I have one of my corners right here. So what I'm going to do, the first thing, is I'm going to cut off this right here side, and then I'm going to cut down this side where all the elastic is. And I'm going to get rid of all that. And I'm going to do it on all 4 corners, and then they're going to be opened up. So, I'm going to get all 4 of these done, and then we'll be back for the measurements and all the other good stuff. So, I'll see you then. Okay, I've got the corners cut off and all, and I've got it laid just as flat as I possibly can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut, I've got it laid on a line here, so I'm going to cut it on a line here so I can keep it as straight as I possibly can. Now, I don't want to get rid of this because I may have to call up on it later, but I can get rid of that part. Okay. Now, I need to go 16 over. So, I'm going to put my ruler here, and it's on this line right here. So, I am going to cut off this right here, and I want 3 of these because I want on the back, I want this color on 3 of them because I like it better. So, I'm going to cut out 3 of them, and then I'm going to do the same thing to the other sheet, but I'm only going to cut 2 because that's all I need. So, when I get done with this, we'll be back and we'll take a look at what we need to do now. But man, I wonder if I'm going to have enough. Let's see if I am. 16. Let's get it on here. Okay, right here's the same thing. So, I'm not going to have enough on this one. I may have to put in a 3rd sheet. So, don't mess up on me now. Okay, here's 2. Okay. Nope, it's not going to be enough. It's guaranteed it's not going to be enough. Because it will come out over here. And that's not what I want. So what I'm going to do with this one, lay it on the line, and then I'm going to cut it down this one so that at least it'll be level whenever I go to use it. Now what's going on here? I hate it when this stuff happens to you. Okay, so we'll put that up there, and we'll cut that off and throw that away, and then hopefully I'll have enough on the next one for the other 2, or the other 3. Then we'll see what happens. I do not have enough for all 5 of the panels. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take 2 of them. I'm going to sew them together to make it big enough to go into the middle so that I will have enough panels to go around. Look there, I got us. Alright. Alrighty, so that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew these 2 together so I'll have enough to make a panel for the middle one. And then I'll show you how I'm going to put it. Then it will make it look pretty good, I think, in my mind. But I always improvise somewhere, don't I? And make it work. I have my backing laid out. I want it just as flat as I can get it. And then I'm going to put the batting on it. The backing is 16 inches and the batting is 15 inches. So now I'm going to lay it out and get just as right in the middle as I can get it. And then I'm going to put the top on it. Let's see, I want to go this way. Like this. Okay, we're going to lay it just as flat as we possibly can on it. Now this right here is the middle one, number 3. I want to start in the middle and work myself out that way and then work myself out the other way. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pin it all down, and then I'm going to sew a straight stitch. Okay, got to get rid of that pin. I don't want that one. On both sides of it. And then that way, then, okay, got to go over some on this one, right here. I can work on both sides of it and get it done. So, when I get this one done, on both sides, I'm going to sew this side and I'm going to sew this side. Then I'll be back. What I had done is I changed it from sewing it over here and over here to sewing my zigzag down here and down here. Now we want to work on our next panel. This is our 3rd one. So we want to get number 4, and we want to work on number 4. So what we're going to do with number 4 is we're going to open it up, and we're going to turn it this way, and we're going to line it up with this, and we're going to try to get these right here as close as we can to the panel, you know, to line it up and all. So, okay, fix that up. Scoot it on down. We've got to get this panel on first before we can go on to another one. Scoot that. Alright. So now we're going to work on going up this way now. We're going to pin it all down. We'll make sure I got it all right. Alright. Now, we're going to turn this one over this way. And now we're going to get our backing. Alright, you see how this one is here? This one's going to go on the other side of the yellow. So we're going to lay it down, all the way down. And I got some hang off there, and I'm going to cut that bad baby off, so I don't have a lot of mess up here to play with. So pull it up like this. Right there it is. And I'm not going to worry about if it's even or not. I will even it all up later. But I just got the majority off of it, so it don't have a lot of heavy weight to it. Okay? Now that we have that, let's get it laid back out. And then we have that one. We'll flatten it all out. And we want to try to make sure that it is with this. And we're not too worried about this right here, extra right here. As a matter of fact, we can go ahead and cut it off. And then that way, we know that we don't have this extra hanging in here. And plus, it's got a seam in it too. So we really don't want that seam in there. So we'll go up and get rid of that seam. There's part of it gone. Okay, and then we're going to take us another batting, and we're going to lay it down on top of it. Okay, I need to take it back down this way so I can work on it at that end and work on it going down. Alrighty. So now I'm back up here at the top, and I want to make sure that I have them level up here. So pull that down. Now I'm going to take my pin that I have on this side, and I'm just going to bring it to this side. Oh, nope, I need to keep it on that side, because this side is the side that's going to see the bottom of the sewing machine. So that's the way I'm going to do it. Make sure I have the batting, the backing, both, all of this right here, and the front. And then I'm going to pin it down. And then I'm going to go on down to my next pin, and I'm going to pin it down. And make sure I got them all. There we go. Oh, wrong side. As I go down. So see, I got a little bit of bubble here because of the way that it is. But we can fix that. We want this one, and we want it up against the body. And now we want the front. So we'll scoot that down. And we'll make sure we have all the layers. Because if we don't have all the layers, it's not going to look good. So there we go. We're going to put this one back in there. Okay. So I'm going to get finished with this one, and then I'll be back and show you. Alright, now it's time to open it. Let's make sure we have all of our seams going down and there's no holes. And then we're going to do it on this side too. We're doing good. We're doing good. Okay, so now our next thing that we need to work on is we need to start, I guess, right here in the middle. We're going to pull this, find our pins, and pin it, all of them together. We're going to pull this, lay that flat, pin it. Pull that, lay that flat, pin it. Now we're going to do it on all the way down. Then we're going to go back and we're going to zigzag this one all the way down. Then we're going to go back through and we're going to zigzag these all the way down. Now when you do these, you need to come back and pull it this away and pin these down over here. But you don't want to do anything on this panel except for just go this away for right now. Because see how we're zigzagging this one on this one? So we don't want to go no further. And you can also zigzag down this one, but not anything past this. You understand what I'm trying to say? You zigzag this one and this one and this one on all the panels going up. And then, excuse me, after we get that done, then we'll be back to look at the other ones. I have zigzagged down this one right here. Now it's time to do these. Now I have pins on all the corners and down the side here so that I can get these two to zigzag and not bunch up and everything. So stabilized it real good and all. I don't know what happened here. This one here is smaller than these are. and it knocked this one off and this one off just a little bit. So, I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. And I'm just going to keep on going because it's a quilt. And I think it's going to turn out pretty anyway, no matter what I do to it. So, I'm going to get busy and I'm going to zigzag those. I'm going to tell you about this top panel right here. And this right here is panel number 5. It's upside down. I sewed it on backwards. In other words, it was back here. So me and my husband, we took it apart. I sewed it back on. But this time, I have 2 purples together. And I've already sewed it here and down here on all of them. And this side is done. So, I am going to leave it. I'm not taking all them stitches apart. It has disappointed me so bad. I wished I had a design wall. Then this would not happen. And I wished I could do it in one day like I'm used to. But I'm not. So I'm going to have to take the good with the bad now. Because I don't have as much time to do my Bible word that I want to. Or I don't have time to do my quilting anymore. Because everything has just gotten so messed up around here. With sometimes 2 children at a time. Trying to keep the house clean. So I'm going to go for it anyway. But, right or wrong or indifferent, we are always going to look good with a quilt. Bunch of blankets and pillows underneath there. So y'all ignore the bulge there. But, here we have it done. So now all we have to do is we have to figure out what we're going to put around it for the borders. So, we're going to get busy on that. Maybe in the morning. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start leveling it all the way around. Try to get everything leveled up all the way around. Okay, alright, then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all these right here down into 1.5 strips, and I'm going to sew them together. Then I'm going to take this cord and I'm going to sew them into it so we'll have us a cord all the way around it. And whenever I get to that, then I'll show you. Okay, I have it sewed, the material sewed like this. This is probably not going to be enough, but we'll worry about that later. So now what I want to do is I want to level it all up, and I want about this much right here because this is what part I can use. So what I'm going to do, fold it down to where I can cut it. And get it all leveled out there. Now what I'm going to do from right here is I'm going to cut it down to 1.5 inches. There is the line there. Put it all together there. Got one. Get it right. Okay. You know what? For better off sake, I better go 2. So we got enough to go. Yeah, let's go 2. So I'll have to make some more, but that's okay. I don't care to make it. So we're going to go 2 inches. All the way down. Then I'm going to sew all these together. And then when I get done with that, then we'll be back. You're probably thinking, what is she doing? Well, I'm changing things around. Who said that having a cord on a quilt won't work? Well, we're going to check it out, because I'm good at that. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is throw all that down there on the floor and get rid of it. Get it out of my way, hopefully. And then throw that down there on the floor and get rid of it. Now, I do not want to start at a corner. I want to start somewhere down here. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is do one side at a time. So I'm going to take my cord, and of course I'm leaving some out at the top, and I'm leaving some at the top here. At the very top. Okay. So, we're going to lay our cord down, we're going to fold it over, we'll take it to the edge, and we're going to pin her down. So that we have something to, some kind of stability there to hold it down. We want to make sure we get all of this. Don't let it, like, right in here bend over like this. You don't want that. So, I'm going to get busy, and I'm going to get this one side completely done. And then we'll take it to the sewing machine. Alrighty, I have in my zipper foot. Because my zipper foot is the one that I need to get my cord just as close to the band as I can. So, we are going to try to get this up here where we can work on it. And alrighty. So, nope, we are on the wrong side. I do not like that. So y'all just excuse me while I try to fix what I need to fix. I need to go on the other side. Where's it at? There it is. Alrighty. Look, we're all allowed mistakes, aren't we? Yeah. It's human. Alrighty. Now then. We want to go right next to the cord as far as we can to it. Keep it straight. Can't get my cord straight. Cord's in there crook-eyed. Okay, I'll be back when I get down to the bottom. Alright, now I'm down here towards the bottom. And the way I've got it just to turn. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn with it. So I'm going to hold my finger. I'm going to first straighten my cord out. Okay, it's up there pretty good. Take my pin out. And we are just going to go right on around. And I got to get my cord straightened out again. Okay. And now we're going to stop right here because I don't have but like 3 or 4 pins in here. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to do it again. Finish this line up by pinning it down. And then I'm going to finish it up. And then whenever I get down to the bottom, then we'll be back. Alrighty. I am working around the last part of it, going back to where I began. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the corner. around the corner. I'm going to go back a few stitches. And I'm going to go around the corner. Ow, I got stuck. Okay, let me get this over here where I can get to it easier. Alrighty. And now, every once in a while, you do have to pull this cord down, or the material down, and all. Okay, now I'm getting to the end here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over my cord and my thing. And now I did that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to back stitch on it and go back over it so it'll stay right there. Alright, now I'm going to pull this out, cut it off, and I still got everything all attached here. So, with this one that's on this side, I'm going to have to turn it around, and I hope you can see me. Here, I'll fix it up so you can see me better, and then that way you know what I'm doing. Okay. So here's the one that I just sewed down. So here where I sewed it right there. So I'm going to cut that off. I don't need it no more. It is done. So I'm going to throw it all back over here, and I still got a long string here. See, look at there. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to put that out of my way. Now I've got just to where I got the beginning of it. So what I'm going to do, put it like this, and then I'm going to lap it down like this right here, and I'm going to put my pin right here. Now when I go to sew it, I'm going to sew it down this way, and I'm going to cross it right here where this pin is. And then I'm going to back stitch right here. And that's where I'm going to quit it at. So, I'll meet you back at the sewing machine. Now on this right here, I'm going to have to sew it kind of like backwards on my sewing machine. Because of the way that it is. So I got to change my pressure foot. Oh, got to get the right button over here on this side, so I can get to it easier. Then I'm going to have to measure all this underneath here. There we go. Okay, that's not going to work. Let's try another way. Oh, okay, I'm having difficulties. Yes, I am human after all. Okay, let's get this in here. Alright, let's go back where I'm trying to fix it so you can see too. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm going to look at this one. Look and see if you can see what I'm doing still. Okay. Hopefully, it'll stay where you can see it. Okay, here we go. Alright, now I got to get my pin out. I don't want to go over my pin. Alright, now, I want to go back on it. Oh, it's not going on there right. It doesn't want to go over it. Okay, here we go. It's the bad thing about reverse. You have to hold it down too. There we go, I got it. Yeah! We'll go over another one just in case. Okay, there we go. Now then, let's get it out of here, and I'll meet you at the cutting table. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to cut that off, get it out of my way, and see how that right there turned out. I think that turned out good. So, now then, we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do at our borders again, because we're not done with it. And I wish I'd have got closer to this corner, but oh well, it's too late now. I am not going to argue over it. Got enough to argue about this quilt. As I can see, I should have left more on the yellow part and let for it to droop down more. but this will be okay. I can work with it. I have 3 strips here that are 4 inches wide. Instead of trying to find this material again, what I'm going to do is take one of these, make it 4 inches across, so that I will have a 4th one to go on the top. Because it doesn't matter, it's a crazy quilt, so we're going to keep it crazy. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to level it out. Try to level it. Scoot over a little bit more on, so I get it all. Alrighty. So now I'm going to go 4 over. 1, 2, oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not used to this map. Alright, now, that one right there should get at least a side or a bottom or a top. So there's that one. Now, I have to have one to go on the bottom too. So what I'm going to do is I'll make these 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to have to, I got one of these. So I may have to come up with, okay, we got those. Okay, let's see what we come up with. The next ones I want 5. So this is what we're going to do from here. Put that aside. And then we're going to level this one out as well. Probably only get one out of it. So open up my blade. Throw that away because I don't need it. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's 6 here. Alright, there's just another one. Alright. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I hate that. Why didn't it go through? Alright. There's that one. Now I need 3 more, and hopefully I can get 3 out of this one. So, lay it like that. And we're going to try to fight with it. Hopefully we can get 3. Because this right here is a straight cut edge where I cut it before. So we're just going to lay that one down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 here. And hopefully I can get enough out of this one to do it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, I am not. Gee whiz. Okay. Okay. And what is this one? 1, 2, 3, 4. This one here's only 4. So, now then. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I do got enough. I do. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this one with one of these. And the reason why is so I can have one on one side, one on the other side, like this right here. And it'll make it look good. So I'm going to cut this one down. Cut 1 inch off of it. So it'll be, you know what? I think I'll leave it like that. I can make it even with one of these. I think that's what I'll do. I think it would make it a little bit longer. Okay, so now I'm going to find my batting. And then I'm going to cut them down. And then we'll be back. Okay, I have the backing on here. My batting is 4 inches wide, I think. It's been a couple hours before I worked on this. I hate working on something, having to put it up. Yeah, I've got it 4 inches. So, and then I've had my back. So what I'm doing is I am putting all of it, the borders on so I can sew them on so I can get this quilt done. And I have my walking foot on. I'm hoping I can use my walking foot to finish this quilt up. So I'm doing it the same way that I put the all the blocks and all together. So, and then when I get all these put on, then we'll be back. But I'm going to finish putting all these on. But you do them the same way that you put the blocks on. So you have the back, and you have the batting, and then you have the front. So when I get all these on, then I'll be back. But we have this right here at the sides here, the very front, and we're going to have to work on sewing that down too. So we'll get it all worked out. So I'll be back when I get all these on. I have all these on, and I did have to put my other foot back on my zipper foot because it did, the walking foot wasn't going to give me what I needed. So, here we go. We're going to go on. Quilter's Airline. This right here is what it looks like, which I think it turned out pretty good. And right here is where the two went off and went back on. You see there? I think I did pretty good on that job. Now right here in the corner, I give it a little bitty twist there because they're not even. So, but when we come out on this, we're going to come straight like this, straight across right there, and all. And hopefully it'll turn out right. But we will find out when I get to that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to work on all the rest of them. And then we'll be back and we'll put us on a border right in here. But so far, so good. Okay, I have both of these sides on. And I have not done anything to them. Because I figured I'd do it all at one time. But I am going to put it on the top. I'm going to put the top right here because it does not have both of the purples. So, I'm happy with that. So, I'm going to make that the top. So, I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to use the same one for the top up here. So, I think that would look good. I just wanted to throw that little tidbit in so you could see it. Alright, let's get busy on our quilt again. So, I've got it sewed all the way around. All four of them has their borders on. Now, what I want to do next is I thought about putting this on, but I think I better wait till I get this up here taken care of so that it'll be more stiffer and better in the long run. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this over once and then fold it over again, which will hit the batting. Then I'm going to pin it down. And I'm going to do this all the way around and give it a sew. And then I'm going to work on putting some kind of a border right in here. And some kind of a seam that'll look good. So, when I get back, this quilt will be done. And I'll show you a picture of it. Alright, I'm going to see if I can show you how I'm doing the corners so that you can know how I'm doing them. What I'm doing first is I'm cutting some of the batting off so that it won't be so bulky there. Then I am folding some of this down on the sides first and pinning it down until I get to the top here. So I want this one over here first. So I want to put this down first. I'm doing it on the wrong side, which I usually do that. Alright, now we're going to fold this on over. And we're going There we go, like this. Get her pinned down. Alright, now right here at the side, what I'm doing is I'm folding this down like that into a V shape. Then I'm folding it this way. Gotta get that side first. Pin it down. Alright, for some reason this side's not turning out. Let's see if I can't go a little bit closer to it and get it to work. Okay. I'm trying to do it like a mitered corner. So we'll fold that down. We'll turn that one in like that. We'll pin it down. Alright, and then we're going to, okay, we got to go further into the mitered corner. That is our problem. So I'm going to fold it this way, and I'm going to fold it again. Then I'm going to put that one, because we kind of want it even in the mitered corner here. There we go. Okay. I think I could live with that. So, let's see if we can't. Uh-oh. Come, no. That's not going to win. That's not going to win. We're going to do it again. I'm not going to cut any of it off, because if I do, we might end up in trouble. And I don't want that. So, there we go. Do it again. Alright. Now then, that took care of that side. Let's put a pin in it. Now let's do this side. Oh yeah, yeah. If I wouldn't have let go of it. Yeah, that looks a whole lot better. So, now then, we have us another corner there. So I'm happy with that. Alright, let's turn this one around. So there you go. Here I am working on my quilt. And guess what? She's back. Looks like I might have to stop for a few. Well, I have it done. There it is. Now, I have decided not to put anything here. I think it's just fine the way it is. I like it the way it turned out. I think it looks great. So, there is that project, and now we'll have to figure out another one.